It was 2020. The forests of North Carolina were deep and dark. One evening the locals heard what sounded like a young boy crying out in the trees. At first they thought it was just kids, being kids. But as the night wore on, the cries didn't stop. Hunters and campers told stories of hearing the faint sobbing. Even police officers claimed to have heard it while on patrol. But when they followed the sound, they found nothing. One evening, a hiker named Daniel decided to try and find the source of the noise. For himself, he told his wife he was going for a walk and followed the faint sound of crying, deeper and deeper into the woods. Crying was getting louder now, more desperate, as if the boy was right behind the door. As he walked, he came across an old wooden shack. Peering through a dusty window, he could see that the door was ajar. He pushed it open and stepped inside. The shack was completely empty. Just a pile of wood in the corner and a single rocking chair gently swaying back and forth, as if someone had just gotten up from it. Then from the corner of his eye, he saw something dart past him. The hair on the back of his neck stood up and he spun around to see a small figure standing in the doorway. The creature let out a high-pitched laugh that didn't sound human. Its eyes were completely black and its mouth was stretched far too wide. It whispered his name and he turned and ran. He sprinted through the trees, but the sound of footsteps pounded the forest floor behind him. When he finally reached his car and got inside, he looked back. The scratching in his arms, as if small hands had clawed at him. He slammed the door and floored it. But as he drove, the feeling of being watched intensified. When he finally reached home, he told his wife what he'd seen and heard. She, of course, thought he was just messing around. But the next morning when he told her he wasn't going to work and just needed some rest, she agreed. That afternoon, however, his friends grew worried when he didn't answer his phone. They called the police, who found his car parked at the edge of the same forest with the door wide open and the key still inside. But Daniel was nowhere to be found. To this day, nobody knows what happened to Daniel or where the crying boy in the woods came from. Some say it's just a legend, a story told to scare kids and keep them away from the woods. But those who live there will tell you the forest is full of secrets and there are some things you should never listen to. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, follow for more horror stories on Haunted Scary Home.